Life is unfair. It is a simple cold truth that we all have to face at some point in our lives. Some people seem to get all the good luck, while others can't catch a break no matter how hard they try. It is not fair that some people are born into wealth and privilege, while others have to struggle just to get by. And it is not fair that bad things happen to good people, or that good people sometimes suffer for no reason. Some people can do everything right and still end up in a difficult or even impossible situation. It is not always easy to tell why things happen the way they do, but life isn't always fair. Bad things happen to good people, and sometimes it feels like the world is against us. As humans, we are constantly searching for something to believe in, something that will give us a sense of purpose and meaning in our lives. And when we find ourselves in a difficult or dark times, it is hope that helps us to keep going, to find a way through. However, for some people, all hope is lost. When you have that feeling, it can feel like it's the end of the world. All your dreams and aspirations may feel dashed, and it might seem like there is no way forward. You feel frustrated, you have tried your best, everything seems to be going wrong. You feel like you are stuck in a rut, and you can't get out. It's so frustrating. You just want to give up sometimes, but you know you can't. We have all been there at some point in our lives. It's even more sad when you don't have anyone to turn to. This reminds me of a story of Miss Carpet. Miss Carpet was a musician, so gifted in what she does, but she had a problem that kept holding her back from achieving her goal. She could not face the crowd to sing. She was a shy person, and she has a crowd phobia. Miss Carpet tried everything to help this problem, but nothing helped. She tried taking drugs, she went for therapy, she did smoking, she did exercise, but the more she tried to get rid of the problem, the more this phobia increased. Eventually, she gave up on her singing career. Miss Carpet got herself a job, 9 to 5. She worked so hard in her 9 to 5 job. Eventually, she was sacked because the team members conspired against her. 3 months down the line, she caught her husband cheating with her house help. Her world turned upside down. She felt like she was going to explode. Few weeks down the line, she was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis. Everything just kept going wrong for Mrs. Carpet. She was exhausted and ready to give up in life. It was frustrating for her. Every day she woke up early and tried her best. No matter how early she wake up to try a new thing, she couldn't catch a break. She is always behind, always struggling to keep up. Life wasn't fair for Mrs. Carpet. She knew that other people had it easier than her, that they didn't have to try as hard as she did just to get by. They could afford to slack off, to take a break every now and then, but she couldn't. She had to keep going, or else she would fall behind and never catch up. It was exhausting for Mrs. Carpet, both mentally and physically. She was always tired. She couldn't afford to rest. There was so much to do and not enough time to do it in. Every day felt like a battle that she was slowly losing. She wanted to give up more than anything else in the world, but she couldn't because she knew that if she did, she would never forgive herself. So instead, she kept fighting, even though every day felt like another step closer to defeat. Why do we suffer in life? This is a question that has been asked by many people throughout history. There are a number of reasons why we may suffer, and some of these reasons can be quite difficult to understand. Let's take a look at some of the main reasons why we may suffer in life. One reason why we may suffer is because of the choices we make. We may make decisions that lead to negative consequences, and this can cause us to suffer. For example, if we choose to smoke cigarettes, we may develop a lung cancer and suffer from the debilitating diseases. If we choose to drink alcohol excessively, we may damage our liver and experience health problems. These are just two examples of how our choices can lead to suffering. Another reason why we may suffer is because of the action of other people. We may be the victim of crime or violence, or may be affected by the choices made by others. For example, if someone close to us passed away, we may experience a great grief and pain. If someone hurt us emotionally or physically, we may also suffer greatly. Another reason why we might suffer is because of natural disaster or other events beyond our control. We may lose our home or possession in fire or flood, or we may be injured or wounded in an earthquake or car accident. These things are beyond our control, and yet they can still cause us a great suffering. No matter what the cause of the suffering may be, it is clear that it is something that affects us all at some point in our lives. It can be difficult to see the silver lining when we are going through tough times, but often this experience can make us stronger and more compassionate people. If you are currently suffering, know that you are not alone and that there are people who cares about you and want to help you through this difficult time. But the question is, how do we get out of this difficult situation? Everyone has their own unique set of circumstances and challenges, and what works for one person might not work for another. There are some general principles that can be helpful in finding your way out of a difficult situation. Number 1, it is important to take a step back and assess your current situation. What exactly is causing this difficulty in your life? Once you have a clear understanding of the problem, you can start to develop a plan to address it. If the problem is a financial difficulties, for example, you might need to create a budget and start looking for a way to earn more money. If the problem is a relationship difficulty, you might need to seek counseling or therapy. Whatever the problem may be, it is important to remember that you are not alone. There are people who care about you and want to help you through this tough time. Don't be afraid to reach out for support from families and friends or even professionals if necessary. And finally, don't give up hope. No matter how bad things seem at the moment, know that things can and will get better if you stay positive and keep working towards your goal. It is important to remember that this tough time is a phase and they don't last forever. Better days are ahead. So if you're going through a tough time, hang in there and know that things will get better. Thank you for listening. If you like this video, please share it with friends and comment below. Let's see your thoughts and what you think about life in general. Thank you for watching. Bye.